Alright, now that we have taken a look at the God Goku and LF hit, it's time to move on to Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. It has been about a year, almost on the dot, since we last received premium Gohan units, the last one being the Future Trunks and Gohan Succession unit, and then before that, the Ultra Beast Gohan. So a little less than a year. And I am very scared to see what this guy brings, because it's a Gohan unit, and we all know the Gohan Ball legend. I mean, just to start out, this guy is a blue melee type. If I can think off of the top of my head, he doesn't really have that many solid Senkai choices. Super Saiyan 2, Hybrid Saiyan, Cell Saga, Sun Family. I can't think of any blue. I'm sure there are, but blue Hybrid Saiyans can't. I'm not sure. Not sure. Gonna have to go in game and check, but I am confident that this guy is going to be a monster. Goku will appear and use instant transmission, allowing you to revive when defeated. Legends Limited Super Saiyan 2 Gohan joins the fight. Strengths: number 1, revive once with Goku's aid. Allies will get a permanent damage boost after, or damage buff after Gohan revives. And Gohan's unique gauge charge rate will get a boost, plus the enemy will be forced to switch. Number 2, fill the unique gauge to enhance special move and special arts. So the hit and God Goku also had an enhancement. Seems like this guy does as well. When enhanced, special move arts will nullify element disadvantages, restore the vanished gauge by 100%, and special arts will draw a special move. That is actually very similar to God Goku and Hit. They also get a blue card off of their green card, so that's pretty interesting. Powerful synergy with Hybrid Saiyans. When there's another tag Hybrid Saiyan ally battle member, Gohan gets 30% to damage and 15% to damage guard. Moreover, when the enemy unleashes a powerful move like a Rising Rush or Ultimate Arts, Gohan's subcounts will be reduced by a total of 10. When the situation is most dire, unleash an explosive Father-Son Kamehameha. Alright. Blue. Yep. Got that from the Legends information. He is on Sun Family, Hybrid Saiyans, and Cell Saga. Some pretty good equipment options through all three of those tags. Z4, if Sun Family, Hybrid Saiyan, or Cell Saga, he gets base strike attack and defense 30%, and if Sun Family, base blast defense, and if Hybrid Saiyan's damage guard plus 10. Goku and Hit had something similar. They gave 10% to, I believe it was Universal Reps character. Strike card has armor, so charge him without fear of enemy blast arts, get a boost to damage on activation too. Strike on activation, damage plus 20%. Blast armor, actually pretty similar, if not the same thing as God Goku and Hit. Blast arts, he gets damage 20% on activation. That is actually higher than Goku and Hit. They only got 10% damage. Just one thing to point out before I go any further. We were expecting a very strong blue unit to come out sooner or later. Probably sooner, because before this, yes, there was 13. But in terms of offensively powerful, the only option we really had was Ultra Instinct Goku. So, good addition, blue. Of course, good color wheel, although you do have to worry about Super Gogeta. Keep that in mind. Blue card. Nullify Endurance on activation. When enhanced, restore the Vanishing Gauge by 100% and reduce enemy's ki by 100 up to 2 times. Does massive damage. On activation, he gets 50% blue card damage and nullifies Endurance. And when it is enhanced, he gets Vanishing Gauge plus 100% twice. He goes type neutral 3 times per no limit. And then ki reduction by 100 twice. Does have blast armor. It is a melee blue card. Green card, get a boost to damage and nullify special cover changes. When enhanced, you'll even draw a special move arts. Draw a card, health plus 10%, ki plus 50, damage plus 20%, and cover null. Alright. Very strong array of stats here, and when it is enhanced, he does draw a blue card as well. I think I forgot to mention in... what's it called? In God Goku and Hits, but they don't get that much cover null outside of like they don't even get it on green card. I think it's only on tag switch and battle entry. Yeah, but keep that in mind. I forgot to mention that. Why did I do that? There we go. And I closed the wrong one. That's great. No. Alright, there we go. So this guy does have cover null on his green card, which is very strong. Get a main ability, get a permanent boost to damage on activation, plus you'll discard your entire hand to draw 1 strike, 1 blast, 1 special, and special move arts each. Destroy entire hand, then draw 1 of each card. Key 70, damage plus 30%, and then remove all art seals. Let me think. What is this? He doesn't have healing on here, which makes me think that he's going to be getting healed every time he draws a card, so maybe 10% healing per card, which would be kind of crazy, maybe 5%. 70 keys, abysmally insane. Damage 30% uncancelable, and remove art seal. I believe the most prominent unit right now that has any kind of art seal would be Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, if I recall. Starter ability. Goku will appear to save you when you're defeated, allowing you to revive 1 time. If there's at least one other Sun Fam or Hybrid Saiyan ally battle member, then you'll get a further boost to damage and damage guard. 310% damage. We already have more baseline damage than got Goku and Hit. 230% damage guard. That is 5% less than Goku and Hit's 235. Key recovery plus 70%. That is up 20% from Goku and Hit's 50. Draw speed. Revive with 70% HP. Will be defeated if health reaches 0 due to enemy self-destruct. Not really an issue right now. The most recent unit with self-destruct will be Nappa with I forgot what the technique is called. Like summoning technique with the Cybermen. All uncancelable. Also, if at least one other battle member is Sun Family or Hybrid Saiyan, 30% damage and damage guard plus 15%. So this guy is entering the battlefield no conditions with 340% damage and 245% damage guard. That is crazy. Absolutely insane. What will we expect from a Gohan unit? Unique ability. Destroy 2 enemy cards when changing cover. That's not all, because anytime you're confronted with an enemy, your element disadvantage for damage received will be nullified. Gohan boasts high defensive capabilities. When enemy character confrontation, draw a card, health 5%, key 30, nullified damage received, element disadvantage. Enemy key minus 30. On strike and blast arts use, activations reset on switch. Draw 1 card, nullifies special cover changes, and all enemy health restoration minus 35% for 15 counts. That is very strong. So whenever he's switching in or an enemy cover changes, he is drawing a card, he's healing, he gets key. That's very similar to 13. He is defensive neutral for 3 counts, and enemy key minus 30. That is very strong if an enemy is trying to continue a combo. And they're not expecting that 30 key reduction, so they won't extend as much as they would like. Health restoration can be very annoying. 35%, that is very potent against endurance characters such as God Goku and Hit, or even Janemba. Drawing a card, that's pretty standard. On cover change, unique gauge plus 30%, and destroy 2 enemy cards? Okay, that is very strong. That is very similar to future Gohan's cover change card destruction. That actually works insanely well with future Gohan's card destruction, because you can destroy 3 cards with future Gohan and then 2 with this guy. That's insane. When enemy attack ends, all enemy cost plus 10 for 5 counts. Prevent all enemies switching for 3 counts. That is very similar to... Who has that? That is the Yellow Legends Limited Bardock ability. Okay. When on standby, an enemy activates special move, ultimate awaken arts, or rising rush subcount minus 5. Also, if at least one other battle member or other remaining allied battle members Hybrid Saiyan, you get another subcount minus 5. So he can get 10 subcount reduction for his revive to get off if there's another Hybrid Saiyan party member. Not that hard. He also has a strike cover change and his unique gauge. When you fill up the unique gauge, the next special move and special arts you use will be enhanced. While the gauge is at max, you'll even get a boosted damage, so go on the offense and land an enhanced special arts into enhanced special move arts combo. When you have at least 1% charge, Gohan will recover health and get a 20% boost to damage guard when an ally is hit by an enemy's arts. Use your entire party to survive your opponent's onslaught. It is an attack type gauge, which I believe means you use cards to charge it up. And when it becomes full, you draw a card, you get key 50, and then you enhance your blue and green card, and then you cancel attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. While full, damage plus 50%, special move arts cost minus 10, and with at least 1%, when ally is hit by an enemy arts, health plus 10% and damage card plus 20% for 15 counts, and ally sub count minus 2. Charges greatly each time a strike and blast arts is used, consumed entirely with at least 1% when ally is hit by enemy arts. Okay, let me think. A lot to take in. It is consumed greatly, so I believe that means you have to use 5 or 6 cards for that to charge up fully. And it's consumed when you're hit by an enemy art, so that does not include tap attacks or tackles or quick attacks. Anything like that. It's only strike, blast, green, or blue, or ultimate card. Keep that in mind. 50% additional damage and 20% damage guard is kinda nuts, not gonna lie. Yeah, that is all pre-revived, by the way. Let's go ahead and move on to the revived state. Same tags. Same Z ability. Strike and blast effects are the same. The special move is the same, except enemy keymon is 103 times. That is a separate... That's a separate cooldown or separate limit than pre-revive. Because this guy, pre-revived, he only has 2 times of the enemy keymon is 100, but this guy, this time, post-revive, he gets 3 times. And that must also mean the Vanishing Gauge recovery is also a separate quantity as well. Kind of insane. What is this? If that's a new arrow indicator, is it not? Is green card is stop time of survive? Because this is the blast armor indication. Does he nullifies blast armor, doesn't he? He nullifies blast cards. That's what it is. Okay, sure. Green card. A wide range special art that protects your hand. Take back your turn for offense and start your attack. An AoE green. So the only 2 prominent meta characters right now with AoE greens is going to be this guy and the Ultra Namek Goku. What fun. On activation, draw a card, health 15%, ki plus 50, damage plus 20%, protect hand for 5 counts. And when enhanced, it draws a blue card and it is comboable into these 3. That's insane. AoE green that protects hand. Does that sound familiar to you guys? 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 Okay. Keep in mind this does not give you cover null though, so that's something. Draw a special move arts, this main ability, and get 100% boost to blue card damage for the next one you land. Plus, if there's only 1 enemy remaining, you'll reduce their vanishing gauge by 100% and get 80% to damage card penetration. Okay, he has last man enemy last man standing buffs, very similar to Ultra Spirit Bomb Goku. Oh boy, okay. Destroy card, then draw a blue card. 80 key. Damage on next special move hit 100%. Uncancelable. Remove special move arts seal. If there's 2 defeated enemy battle members, damage guard penetration 80% and enemy vanishing gauge minus 100. And it only takes 5 timer counts. Okay, sure. Unique gauge. After reviving, Gohan gets a permanent boost to unique gauge charge rate, and allies get a permanent boost to damage. On top of that, you'll force the enemy to switch and reduce their Dragon Balls by 1. Oh boy. On revival, unique gauge charge rate plus 25%, ally damage plus 30%, ally sub counts minus 10%, or 10, force enemy switch, enemy Dragon Balls minus 1, and seal main abilities for 10 counts. On enemy character confrontation, Draw a card if hand has 3 or fewer, 5% HP, key 30, nullified damage received, element disadvantage, so type neutral defensively, and enemy key minus 30. I believe that is pretty much the same as pre-revival. This is the same as pre-revival. This is the same as pre-revival. That is also the same as pre-revival. Unique gauge does seem to be the same. Yeah. Let me think. Yeah, okay. So, it seems like the unique gauge, it doesn't have to be fully charged for you to be able to consume it. So that's something. You just need to get hit by an enemy arts for that to reset, even if you're at 1%. And it'll reset your gauge. And you get 10% HP, you get damage guard, you get sub count, -2. This guy looks kinda nuts. Let's total up his damage, because he doesn't get any additional damage guard from pre-revive or post-revival. So he's starting off with 310. If you have hybrid or sun family, you're getting 30%, so that's 340, which is already an insane amount. Keep in mind, God, Goku, and Hit have conditional 200 or 400% damage and 285% damage guard, and can go up to 300% if you have Kefla on the team with you, because she gives damage guard off of her starter ability. So that's 340% off of their starter ability. If you're 14 star, you're getting that too, obviously. You're stacking damage, I'm not going to count that. No damage there. Damage 20%, that's going to bring you up to 360. 30% uncancelable damage, that's 390. Jesus. What else? 390. And then he gets 50% well full, so that's 440%. 440%, that seems to be it. Yeah, and he gets damage card penetration, of course. Oh yeah, on allied damage plus 30%, that brings him up to 470% damage. Christ. Yeah, 470% damage seems to be it. Which is nuts. Absolutely nuts. And then he gets 10% and then 20%. So that's 30% conditional damage guard, and then starter ability is giving him 230 plus 15, so that's 30% damage guard plus 15, which is 45. He's getting 275% damage guard. Okay. Hey. Alright. That's kinda nuts. Okay, 470%, and I already forgot, 275 light work. Yeah, he's good. Obviously, he wouldn't be Gohan if he wouldn't be good if he wasn't Gohan, right? But yeah, this guy looks insane. The God Goku and Hit look insane. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited for Gohan Ball Legends round 35? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you for the data mines in just a bit. See ya.